In 1904, at the Millbrook Elementary School in rural Vermont, photographer Edmund Hartwell captured what appeared to be a routine class photograph. What investigators discovered decades later about that single image would challenge everything we thought we knew about childhood development and leave medical experts questioning the very nature of human perception. This photograph was taken on October 13th, 1904, during the annual school portrait session at Millbrook Elementary, a small rural school serving the farming community of Millbrook Hollow, Vermont. According to records discovered only in 1987 in the basement archives of the Vermont State Education Department, this seemingly innocent class portrait would reveal developmental anomalies so disturbing that federal health authorities classified the findings at levels that remain restricted to this day. The photograph shows 38 students arranged in 4 rows on the school's front steps, the youngest children seated cross-legged in front, older students standing in formation behind them, all dressed in their finest school clothing. At first glance, nothing appears unusual. The children display the serious expressions typical of early 20th century photography, their faces bearing the solemn dignity that formal portraits demanded in that era. But what you're seeing in this image defied everything medical science thought possible about human physiological development. According to Edmund Hartwell's photographic journal, preserved in the archives of the Vermont Historical Society, the Millbrook school session was part of his annual circuit photographing rural schools throughout central Vermont. Hartwell had been documenting Vermont's educational institutions since 1898, creating formal portraits for families who could not otherwise afford professional photography. His detailed records of the October 13th session would later provide investigators with crucial evidence of what medical experts would classify as the most significant developmental anomaly ever documented in American children. Hartwell's journal entry for October 13th, 1904 reads, "Arrived at Millbrook Elementary at 9:00 a.m. as scheduled. Principal Margaret Thornton had arranged the children with admirable precision. The session proceeded without incident, though I noted unusual discipline among the students, 38 children who remained perfectly still throughout the extended exposure time. Most remarkable was their complete silence during the entire session, despite ages ranging from 6 to 14 years. Even more significant was Hartwell's observation about the children's behavior during positioning. According to his notes, unlike typical school sessions, which require extensive instruction regarding posture and positioning, the Millbrook children arranged themselves with extraordinary precision. They seemed to understand exactly where to stand and how to position themselves for optimal photographic composition, as if they had rehearsed the formation extensively. But there was something about that October morning that Hartwell couldn't have understood at the time. According to medical records discovered by Dr. Sarah Williamson of the Centers for Disease Control during her 1987 investigation into historical developmental anomalies, the Millbrook Elementary students had been exhibiting unusual physiological characteristics that defied conventional understanding of childhood development. The investigation into the Millbrook photograph began in 1987, when Dr. Williamson was researching historical patterns of childhood developmental disorders for a comprehensive study of genetic anomalies in isolated American communities. According to her case files, preserved in the CDC archives in Atlanta, Dr. Williamson's analysis of the 1904 class photograph revealed physiological characteristics that challenge fundamental assumptions about human development. Dr. Williamson's initial examination of the photograph was routine, part of her systematic documentation of historical developmental patterns in rural American communities. According to her research notes, the Millbrook photograph initially appeared unremarkable, consistent with thousands of similar class portraits from the early 20th century. However, detailed analysis using modern photographic enhancement techniques revealed characteristics that demanded immediate medical attention. What Dr. Williamson discovered during her analysis defied everything medical science understood about childhood physiology. According to her confidential report to the CDC director, dated November 15, 1987, enhanced photographic analysis of the 1904 Millbrook class photograph reveals developmental anomalies of unprecedented scope and consistency. Most disturbing is the systematic nature of these anomalies, which appear to affect every child in the photograph according to identical patterns. The breakthrough in Dr. Williamson's analysis came when she applied digital enhancement techniques to examine specific physiological features of each child in the photograph. According to her notes, systematic examination of facial features using computer-enhanced magnification revealed characteristics that initially escaped notice. Most significant was the discovery of ocular anomalies that appear consistently throughout the entire student population. Dr. Williamson's detailed analysis revealed that every child in the 1904 Millbrook class photograph possessed additional ocular structures that were not immediately visible in standard photographic reproduction. According to her technical report, enhanced analysis reveals the presence of supernumerary ocular organs in all 38 subjects. These additional structures, while consistent with normal eye development, appear to be positioned according to systematic patterns that suggest coordinated developmental modification. This was just the beginning of what would become the most disturbing pediatric investigation in CDC history. Dr. Williamson's enhanced analysis revealed that the Millbrook children's ocular anomalies followed precise developmental patterns. According to her measurements, each child possessed exactly 4 additional ocular structures, positioned symmetrically around their primary eyes. The positioning was identical in every case, suggesting not random developmental variation, but systematic modification according to specific criteria. According to Dr. Williamson's technical analysis, the supernumerary ocular structures demonstrate complete functionality, including fully developed corneas, iris formations, and apparent neural connections to the optical cortex. Most disturbing is the precision with which these structures are positioned, suggesting developmental modification conducted according to systematic medical procedures. The investigation took a more disturbing turn when Dr. Williamson attempted to trace the medical history of the Millbrook students. According to Vermont State Education Department records, the Millbrook Elementary School had been established in 1898 to serve the children of immigrant farming families who had settled in the isolated Millbrook Hollow region. The school's enrollment records, preserved in the Vermont State Archives, documented 38 students ranging in age from 6 to 14 years, exactly matching the children visible in Hartwell's photograph. But Dr. Williamson's investigation revealed troubling gaps in the medical documentation of the Millbrook children. According to her correspondence with Vermont State Health Department archives, no medical records existed for any of the 38 students documented in the 1904 photograph, despite state requirements for vaccination records and health assessments that had been mandatory since 1902. Even more disturbing was Dr. Williamson's discovery that the Millbrook Hollow community itself had no documented medical services during the period when the children would have been born and developed their unusual characteristics. According to Vermont medical licensing records, no physicians, midwives, or medical practitioners of any kind had been licensed to practice in the Millbrook Hollow region between 1890 and 1910. Dr. Russell Williamson's investigation revealed that the absence of medical documentation extended beyond individual health records to encompass the entire community. According to her analysis of Vermont vital statistics, no birth certificates, death certificates, marriage licenses, or medical records of any kind exist for the Millbrook Hollow community during the period from 1890 to 1910. Despite documented population of at least 200 individuals. The investigation deepened when Dr. Williamson examined the geographical isolation of the Millbrook Hollow community. According to U.S. Geological Survey maps from the early 1900s, Millbrook Hollow was accessible only by a single wagon road that connected to the main Vermont transportation network through a mountain pass that was impassable during winter months. The community's isolation was so complete that residents would have been cut off from outside contact for 4 to 5 months each year. Dr. Williamson's analysis of the community's isolation revealed that the Millbrook Hollow residents had developed what appeared to be completely self-sufficient medical practices. According to testimony from elderly residents of neighboring communities, interviewed by Dr. Williamson in 1987, The Millbrook families never sought outside medical assistance and actively discouraged contact with physicians from other regions. Mrs. Eleanor Hartwell, age 89, granddaughter of photographer Edmund Hartwell, provided Dr. Williamson with crucial testimony about the community's medical practices. According to her statement, "My grandfather always said there was something unusual about the Millbrook families. They never called for doctors, never seemed to get sick like other folks. When children were born, they handled everything themselves. My grandfather said they had their own ways of doing things that weren't like anywhere else he'd photographed." But Mrs. Hartwell's testimony revealed even more disturbing details about the community's practices. According to her statement, "My grandfather mentioned that the Millbrook children all looked somehow different from other children he photographed. He couldn't put his finger on exactly what it was, but he said they seemed to see things that other children didn't notice. They would track movements that weren't there, respond to sounds that nobody else could hear." Dr. Williamson's investigation revealed that the Millbrook community's unusual medical practices extended beyond simple self-sufficiency to encompass systematic procedures that appeared designed to modify childhood development. According to her analysis of available evidence, the consistency of the ocular anomalies, the systematic nature of their positioning, and the complete absence of medical documentation suggest that the Millbrook community was conducting coordinated developmental modifications on their children. The investigation took an even more troubling turn when Dr. Williamson discovered that the Millbrook Elementary School itself had been established specifically to serve children who possessed the unusual ocular characteristics. According to school board minutes discovered in the Vermont State Archives, the school's founding documents explicitly referenced the need for specialized educational services for children with enhanced perceptual capabilities. According to the school board meeting minutes from September 15, 1898, the Millbrook Elementary School shall provide educational services specifically designed for children possessing enhanced sensory capabilities that require specialized instructional methods not available through conventional educational institutions. Dr. Williamson's analysis of the school's curriculum revealed that the Millbrook Elementary program differed substantially from standard Vermont educational requirements. According to surviving lesson plans preserved in the school's records, the curriculum emphasized perceptual training, visual enhancement exercises, and what the documents describe as advanced observational techniques that were not part of conventional elementary education. Principal Margaret Thornton's annual reports to the Vermont State Education Department, discovered in the archives, documented systematic progress in what she termed perceptual development among the Millbrook students. According to her 1903 report, the children continue to demonstrate remarkable advancement in visual acuity, perceptual discrimination, and observational capabilities that exceed conventional expectations for their age groups. But Principal Thornton's reports contain details that Dr. Williamson found deeply disturbing. According to her 1904 report, filed just weeks after Hartwell's photograph was taken, the students' enhanced perceptual capabilities now extend beyond visual acuity to encompass detection of phenomena that remain imperceptible to conventional observation. Most significant is their apparent ability to perceive and respond to stimuli that standard medical examination cannot identify. Dr. Williamson's investigation revealed that the Millbrook children's enhanced perceptual capabilities were systematically documented and developed through specialized educational programs designed specifically for their unique physiological characteristics. According to curriculum documents, the educational program emphasizes development of enhanced perceptual skills through systematic training in advanced observational techniques, including detection of subtle environmental changes, identification of concealed objects, and recognition of patterns invisible to conventional vision. The most disturbing discovery came when Dr. Williamson examined the long-term outcomes for the Millbrook Elementary students. According to Vermont Vital Statistics, all 38 children documented in the 1904 photograph had vanished from state records after 1910, with no documentation of their continued education, employment, military service, or death certificates. Dr. Williamson's investigation revealed that the disappearance of the Millbrook students coincided with the abandonment of the entire Millbrook Hollow community. According to US Census records, the community that had housed approximately 200 residents in 1900 was completely uninhabited by 1920, with no documentation of where the residents had relocated. Dr. Williamson's investigation into the fate of the Millbrook community revealed evidence that the residents' disappearance had been systematically planned and coordinated. According to property records discovered in the Vermont State Archives, all land ownership in Millbrook Hollow had been transferred to a single entity, the Perceptual Research Foundation, in December 1909, just months before the community's abandonment. According to Dr. Williamson's research into the Perceptual Research Foundation, the organization had no documented connection to any legitimate medical or educational institution. Vermont corporate records showed that the foundation had been established in 1908 with substantial financial backing from undisclosed sources, with stated purposes that included advancement of human perceptual capabilities through systematic research and development programs. The foundation's incorporation documents, preserved in Vermont State Business Archives, listed its primary objectives as systematic investigation of enhanced human sensory capabilities, development of educational programs for individuals with superior perceptual characteristics, and establishment of research facilities dedicated to advancement of human observational potential. But Dr. Williamson's investigation revealed that the Perceptual Research Foundation's activities extended far beyond the Millbrook Hollow community. According to her correspondence with state health departments throughout New England, similar patterns of isolated communities, unusual childhood development, and systematic disappearances had been documented in rural areas of New Hampshire, Maine, and Massachusetts during the same time period. Dr. Summers Williamson's research revealed that the foundation had acquired property in at least 12 isolated rural communities throughout New England between 1905 and 1915, in each case purchasing entire communities shortly before their abandonment. According to property records, the systematic nature of these acquisitions suggests coordinated implementation of a regional program designed to identify and consolidate populations possessing specific physiological characteristics. The investigation took an even more disturbing turn when Dr. Williamson discovered that modern military and intelligence agencies possess detailed records of the Perceptual Research Foundation's activities. According to classified documents obtained through Freedom of Information Act requests, the Foundation's work had been of interest to federal authorities since its establishment. According to a declassified memorandum from the Office of Naval Intelligence, dated March 15, 1911, the Perceptual Research Foundation appears to be conducting systematic research into enhanced human sensory capabilities with potential applications for military reconnaissance and intelligence gathering. Recommend continued surveillance of Foundation activities and assessment of research outcomes. Dr. Williamson's analysis of declassified military documents revealed that federal authorities had been systematically monitoring communities with unusual childhood developmental patterns since the early 1900s. According to military intelligence reports, systematic surveillance has identified multiple isolated communities throughout New England where children demonstrate enhanced perceptual capabilities that exceed conventional human limitations. But the military's interest in the Millbrook children and similar communities extended beyond casual observation. According to declassified documents from the War Department, federal authorities had established systematic programs designed to identify and recruit individuals possessing enhanced perceptual capabilities for specialized military applications. According to a classified memorandum from the War Department's Special Research Division, dated August 12, 1917, systematic evaluation of individuals possessing enhanced sensory capabilities has identified potential applications for military reconnaissance, intelligence gathering, and surveillance operations that could provide strategic advantages in current and future conflicts. Dr. Williamson's investigation revealed that the federal government's interest in enhanced perceptual capabilities had led to the establishment of systematic research programs designed to study and develop these characteristics. According to declassified documents, the Special Research Division has initiated comprehensive programs designed to identify, evaluate, and develop enhanced human perceptual capabilities for military and intelligence applications. The most disturbing discovery came when Dr. Williamson obtained access to classified medical records documenting the outcomes of federal research into enhanced perceptual capabilities. According to documents from the Army Medical Research Command, systematic studies of individuals with unusual sensory characteristics had been conducted at undisclosed facilities throughout the United States since 1915. According to a classified medical report from the Army Medical Research Command, dated June 30, 1925, systematic evaluation of subjects possessing enhanced ocular capabilities has confirmed the existence of functional supernumerary sensory organs that provide perceptual advantages significantly exceeding conventional human limitations. Most significant is the subject's apparent ability to detect electromagnetic phenomena, infrared radiation, and ultraviolet light that remain imperceptible to normal vision. Dr. Thomas Williamson's analysis of the classified medical research revealed that the enhanced perceptual capabilities documented in the Millbrook children had been systematically studied and developed by federal authorities for more than 2 decades. According to the research documents, subjects with enhanced ocular characteristics demonstrate consistent ability to detect camouflaged objects, identify concealed personnel, and observe activities at distances that exceed the capabilities of conventional surveillance equipment. But the military research revealed even more disturbing implications about the nature of the enhanced perceptual capabilities. According to classified psychological evaluations, subjects with supernumerary ocular organs demonstrate perceptual experiences that extend beyond enhanced visual acuity to encompass detection of phenomena that conventional science cannot explain. Most significant is their apparent ability to perceive temporal anomalies, dimensional variations, and spatial distortions that remain imperceptible to normal human observation. Dr. Williamson's investigation revealed that the psychological implications of enhanced perceptual capabilities had been a source of concern for military researchers. According to classified psychiatric evaluations, extended observation of subjects with enhanced sensory characteristics reveals progressive psychological deterioration characterized by increasing detachment from conventional reality, systematic rejection of social norms, and development of behavioral patterns that suggest fundamental alteration of human psychological development. The classified research documents revealed that individuals possessing enhanced perceptual capabilities experience psychological changes that military researchers found deeply disturbing. According to psychiatric evaluations, subjects consistently report perceptual experiences that include observation of entities, phenomena, and activities that conventional investigation cannot confirm. Most troubling is the consistency of these reports across multiple subjects, suggesting systematic exposure to stimuli that remain undetectable through conventional means. Dr. Williamson's analysis of the psychiatric research revealed that enhanced perceptual capabilities appeared to provide access to phenomena that challenged fundamental assumptions about the nature of reality. According to classified medical reports, subjects with supernumerary ocular organs consistently describe observational experiences that suggest the existence of parallel dimensions, temporal variations, and spatial anomalies that conventional physics cannot explain. The investigation reached its most disturbing phase when Dr. Williamson discovered that modern intelligence agencies continue to maintain systematic surveillance of individuals possessing enhanced perceptual characteristics. According to classified documents from the Central Intelligence Agency, programs designed to identify and monitor such individuals had been continuously operational since the 1950s. According to a classified CIA memorandum dated September 15, 1963. Operation Clearsight continues systematic identification and evaluation of individuals possessing enhanced sensory capabilities for potential intelligence applications. Current surveillance encompasses 247 subjects throughout the United States, with particular focus on genetic patterns that suggest hereditary transmission of enhanced characteristics. Dr. Gosha Williamson's investigation revealed that the CIA's interest in enhanced perceptual capabilities extended to systematic research programs designed to artificially induce similar characteristics in normal subjects. According to declassified documents, experimental programs have achieved limited success in artificially enhancing human perceptual capabilities through surgical modification, pharmaceutical intervention, and electromagnetic stimulation of ocular development. But the CIA research revealed disturbing outcomes for subjects who underwent artificial enhancement procedures. According to classified medical reports, artificial induction of enhanced perceptual capabilities consistently results in psychological deterioration characterized by progressive detachment from consensus reality, development of antisocial behavioral patterns, and increasing inability to function within conventional social structures. The most alarming discovery came when Dr. Williamson learned that her own investigation into the Millbrook photograph had attracted the attention of federal intelligence agencies. According to documents she obtained through subsequent Freedom of Information Act requests, her research had been systematically monitored by multiple agencies since she began her analysis in 1987. According to a classified memorandum from the Defense Intelligence Agency, dated December 1, 1987, Dr. Sarah Williamson's investigation into historical developmental anomalies has identified classified research programs that require immediate intervention, recommend termination of her research access and implementation of standard security protocols to prevent further disclosure of sensitive information. Dr. Williamson's investigation was officially terminated in February 1988, when she received direct orders from CDC Director James Mason to close her research and transfer all materials to undisclosed federal authorities. According to her final report, investigation into historical developmental anomalies has revealed evidence of systematic federal research programs that exceed CDC jurisdiction. All materials have been transferred to appropriate agencies for continued evaluation. However, Dr. Williamson's private papers, discovered after her death in 2003, reveal that she continued investigating the case unofficially for the remainder of her career. According to her notes, the termination of her official investigation coincided with the implementation of systematic surveillance programs designed to monitor her activities and prevent further disclosure of her findings. Dr. Williamson's continued research revealed that the enhanced perceptual capabilities documented in the 1904 Millbrook photograph represented not an isolated developmental anomaly, but evidence of systematic human modification programs that had been operational for more than a century. According to her analysis, the consistency of the ocular anomalies, the systematic nature of their development, and the coordinated federal response suggest that enhanced perceptual capabilities represent not random genetic variation, but systematic implementation of human modification programs designed for intelligence and military applications. Most disturbing was Dr. Williamson's discovery that similar developmental anomalies continue to appear in isolated communities throughout the United States, always followed by systematic federal intervention and community disappearance. According to her private notes, systematic surveillance of rural American communities has identified recurring patterns of enhanced perceptual development that suggest ongoing implementation of modification programs designed to produce individuals with superior observational capabilities. Dr. Williamson's final assessment, found in her private papers after her death, provided a warning that remains relevant today. The 1904 Millbrook photograph documents evidence of systematic human modification programs that continue to operate at levels of government that possess the authority to suppress investigation and eliminate evidence. The children in that photograph represent not historical curiosity, but proof that human development has been systematically altered for more than a century for purposes that the American people have never been permitted to understand. The 1904 Millbrook class photograph remains in federal archives, classified at levels that prevent public access. According to sources within federal intelligence agencies, The photograph continues to provide researchers with insights into human perceptual development that have applications for modern surveillance and intelligence gathering programs. Current federal research into enhanced perceptual capabilities continues to build upon the foundations established through analysis of the Millbrook children and similar subjects identified throughout American history. According to confidential sources, modern programs designed to enhance human sensory capabilities draw directly upon research initiated through study of naturally occurring developmental anomalies documented in historical cases like Millbrook. Today, federal agencies continue to maintain systematic surveillance of individuals and communities that demonstrate enhanced perceptual characteristics, using techniques and criteria developed through decades of research into cases like the Millbrook children. According to intelligence sources, contemporary surveillance programs utilize identification methods and evaluation criteria that trace directly to research conducted on subjects possessing supernumerary ocular organs and related developmental anomalies. The mystery of the Millbrook children remains classified more than a century after Hartwell captured their photograph. Despite decades of investigation, federal authorities continue to restrict access to information about the children's fate and the systematic programs that may have produced their enhanced capabilities. According to current intelligence assessments, the Millbrook case represents evidence that human perceptual development has been systematically modified and enhanced for intelligence and military applications throughout American history. The precision of the children's ocular anomalies, the coordinated nature of their community's disappearance, and the systematic federal response suggest implementation of programs that continue to operate at the highest levels of government. Most disturbing is the possibility that the enhanced perceptual capabilities documented in the Millbrook children represent not historical anomaly, but ongoing development of human modification programs designed to produce individuals with superior observational abilities for intelligence and surveillance applications. The photograph taken by Edmund Hartwell on October 13, 1904, remains the only public evidence of these programs, and a warning that human development may have been systematically altered for purposes that remain hidden from public knowledge. What you're seeing in that photograph challenges everything we think we know about human development and suggests that the true scope of government modification programs extends far beyond anything the American people have been permitted to understand. The mystery continues to this day, preserved in classified archives, documented in files that raise more questions than they answer, and captured in a single photograph that revealed something far more terrifying than a simple school portrait. The 38 children in that 1904 photograph possessed exactly 204 eyes among them, 76 more than should have been biologically possible. That mathematical impossibility remains the only concrete evidence of systematic human modification programs that may continue to operate in American communities today, hidden behind classifications that prevent investigation and suppress evidence of modifications to human development that challenge our most fundamental assumptions about the nature of human potential.